Bitcoin 2023 is just around the corner, being hosted in Miami Beach on May 18th through the 20th. But get this, a massive giveaway was just announced by the team over at ASICjungle.com. How massive? We're talking one whole Bitcoin massive. If you're going to Bitcoin 2023, enter the giveaway below in today's video description and be at the main stage on May 20th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, where the winner will be announced live. Make sure you go check out ASICjungle.com for all your crypto hardware procurement needs. What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the 𝗍𝗶istMiner channel. Well, I might have gotten a little bullish on Bitcoin mining as a home miner. So let me explain. So we have two boxes here. They're Bitmain boxes. These are, let me put a PSA out there first. These are not sponsored in any way. I did not get these free. We paid for them outright. They are Bitcoin miners. So let me get these unboxed and I'll show you what I got. All right, moment of truth. Let's check it out. So these are Bitmain AntMiner S19J Pros. They are the 100 terahash units. They do have AM logic boards in them, and I am super excited. I'm a little like, oh God, where am I gonna mine with these? And I'll explain that in a second, because some plans have changed and things like that, and so I gotta nail a few things down. But let me answer a few questions first. So, plain Jane, 100 terahash units. I actually have another one of these, my original one, out in my shed. So I will have three 100 terahash units. Brand new, straight from Bitmain. I got to give a huge shout out to the guys at Musk Miners. That's who I bought these from. If you guys are looking to pick up some, go check it out, Musk Miners. I'll put a link directly down below. If you guys are interested, I do have a coupon code. All right, we're going more vlog style today. So, 100 terahash S19J Pros. I paid $1,850 for each of these. I had to go with it. I had to go with that deal. I mean, man, remember when during the bull run, the prices of these things versus what they are now. Now, granted, I get it. I get it. Things have changed drastically with Bitcoin. Heck yeah. But I wanted to get in more on Bitcoin. I've wanted to get more bullish on Bitcoin. And I'm going to be honest with you. My goal is to stack and become a whole coiner. I'm not a whole coiner. If you're a whole coiner, comment down below. Kudos to you guys. But I want to get there. It's just an achievement that I've wanted to do. And I've wanted to be a part of that. And I also want to go ahead and get my hands on a whole coin for long term, you know, for that financial part of it and that value of it. So what are we going to do? Because I already have one of these. I got two more here. And our shed is pretty much full right now. Well, let's talk about that a little bit. So I'm like thinking here. I've been waiting on a shed thing. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it a shed thing. We've been waiting on it for a little while now. There's some logistical issues to get nailed down that will be going to another property. If you guys caught one of my previous videos, I'm doing another shed thing at my electrician's property. Huge shout out to him if he's watching. He'll be in future videos, by the way, if you guys are interested, check that out. He's been in some of mine so far, the last electrical one I had. But things have kind of been delayed a little bit. Not on my side, it's just a logistical side of getting this shed thing from across the US right now. It's down south. To get it here, a little more difficult. Anyways, because I'm delayed on that, and I've been sitting on these for a little while now, and I hate that. I want them to get up and mining. So my goal is we're going to walk out to my shed and we're going to talk about what I'm going to power down short term until the other shed thing comes. And then we're going to try to get these plugged in. Now, I'm a little skeptical on if they're going to scream. I have an E9 Pro out there right now and it's not screaming, and it's 85 outside. So let's head out to the shed. We'll talk about what we got going on there. And I want to talk about how we're going to be flipping a ton of things in my shed over to Bitcoin payouts. All right, beautiful day in Pennsylvania right now. 85 degrees out. Let's head inside. All right, guys, inside the shed. We're gonna do a quick update in here and then I'll talk about what's going on. We got some box miners, mini ASICs across the top, 𝗖𝗍𝗆𝗍𝗶 E9 Pro. We're actually in the process of buying this from Coin Mining Central, so it will be ours. Some more box miners, G1 Mini, L3 Plus, L3, or this is an X5, Jazzminer, GPU mining rigs across the bottom here, another X12 over here. We have our other S19J Pro. It's on a fanless, I guess we'll call it, setup with the Fruit and Associates shroud and our inline fan. That's been running awesome, does great. And then let's walk over the other side. We started to put stuff on the floor, vacuum. This is my son's rig on NiceHash OS, and here's the AntMiner, which is the 𝗟𝗶𝗆𝗶𝗴 right here. So let's go back over there, take a look at power real quick. Our wall of filters has been doing awesome. So from the far end down, we're about 4,500 watts, 3,800, 3,700, 3,300, and 5,700. So we got some room to play with here, right? So here's what I'm thinking I want to do, okay? Hear me out. I'm going to leave the E9 Pro here. I want to take everything from here over, disconnect it for right now. I want to take everything up here, disconnect it for right now. I need to see where my power is. I want to put the S19J Pro, one here, maybe we'll slide them down one side or the other. And then I want to power them up, and I want to see where my power is. If my power were good, because you got to think, one of those S19J Pros pretty much would have to sit on like one of these, another one on one of these. My one on the ground is actually on the far one down there. So then what I want to do is then determine what I can kind of plug in after I plug those in. Two concerns: power, I think I'll be okay, but what am I going to be sitting to the sidelines here? Which is okay, because a lot of this stuff here is not directly profitable this second, but I'm not cashing anything out, zero. And then on top of that, what efficient items can I plug in? Like the Jazzminer is super efficient. Box miners aren't really efficient. L3 pluses, X5, so I'm not too concerned about these items. I will be getting this all plugged back in. All the ASIC stuff is going to move to the new location, to the new shed thing. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do next. Oh, I have the AntMiner down there. I might move that up here. So I'm pretty much going to jump ahead in the future here a few hours after taking all this stuff down and apart, and see where we're at with you guys. Last thing I want to do, I want to take as much as I can GPU wise, and I want to flip my farm to pay out on Bitcoin as much as I can. I want to take my GPUs doing 𝗍𝗶𝗆, get paid out with like 2 miners or with NiceHash. Now with my 3 S19J Pros, why did I get the 100 terahash units? Because I want to take the one I already have and the 2 new ones, and I want to go ahead and do some testing. NiceHash versus 2 miners versus ant pool versus poolin versus F2 pool, and I want to do some testing and videos for you guys. What's the most profitable and why? I got 3 of the exact same units at the exact same place in the exact same environment. I think it's the best way to do our testing. All right, I'm going to be back in a few hours. I'll let you guys know how we make out. Stay tuned. All right, the shed's cleaned out. It looks like so much more than actually is. Like just spread out on a tarp here. Hopefully my neighbors aren't poking around like, what is he doing out there? What is going on? What is that stuff? Is that legal? All right, let's go inside real quick. So, cleared out. I left all the cables for now. Same thing up top here. Those of you guys interested in heat, the shed's outside, it's 85. So it says about 86 right there. And then on the exhaust side, my digital meter says it's 95. So a 10-degree difference from when it comes into the shed to when it exits the shed. I do have some concern about heat. Like, can we keep up? I've seen some other people with sheds struggling with full-size ASICs. So we'll have to see. So quick check-in on power. 4100, 3400, 800, 1200, and 1700. So I think we'll be okay to put the two S19s on some of these. We got PDUs here, one there, and two down here. All right, let me go get the S19J Pros and get them plugged in. All right, well, not quite sure exactly where I want to put everything quite yet, but my next step, I'm gonna grab my laptop. I want to get these plugged in, configured, up and mining, and then I want to go ahead and see where our power is at, and then I can determine what all else I can go ahead and plug in. So, back in a few minutes. All right, check it out. 1 and 2 up and running. We got our third one down there. They are a little louder than I like. I need to get that other shed set up and running ASAP. It's at my electrician's house. It's a little bit more private, not in a neighborhood. I don't have to worry about the winding noise. I even have the fans turned down a little bit in this. So I'm gonna have to monitor some of the output temps. I put these to the side in hopes that I can fill this area here with units and then put units back up top. Taking a look real quick, this is my unit I previously had that's down below. It is on NiceHash right now, 102 terahash. In here, our next one, let's go ahead and scroll up. It's 104 terahash. That one's this guy right here, number 95. It's just based off the IP addresses, that number. And then our other one is 101 right now as well. That's this guy right here, which is great. So what I'm doing is I want to start stacking more NiceHash. I'm going to start moving as many of my rigs as I can into NiceHash. So this is a weird bug, I got to figure it out. It shows an 𝗔𝗆𝗆𝗆 in here, it's unplugged right now. But then here, there's 95, there's 84, and then this one's actually the one I have down below. So all three of those units are in here. Right now, granted they've only been running for about 2 minutes, says $20 a day. I'll have to get a better number here, maybe give it a few hours and see what it comes back with after I have these up and running. But let me go ahead and cut away from the video. I want to get more units in here. Our power is not too bad. We still have some room. This one has an ASIC on it. We still got some room on it. We're at 4,900. We can get up to 5,700. This one's got plenty, number 4, which is this guy right here. Plenty of power that we can use, 1,200. Up top here, this is number 3. This has one of the ASICs on it. It's right here. 3,900, 3,400, and 4,000. So we got some room to play with. So I'm gonna get more rigs in here. I'll be back soon. All right, it's a beautiful site. Check it out. E9 Pro, S19J Pro, S19J Pro, AntMiner, L3 Plus, X5, 𝗟𝗏𝗄, 1L3 Plus. This is just cables and HP server power supply sitting up here. Oh God, this looks so good. I can't wait to get more ASICs set up at our other location. Over here, I want to get this stuff off the tarp. This is everything that's not plugged in. I will be plugging it in, some of it, but I want to wait. Oh, I do have my son's rig plugged back in as well. Wanted to make sure that was up and running. Got to respect his mining, earning that Bitcoin. So, take a look at power. 4,000 watts, 3,900, 4,200, 4,800, 4,700, 2,800. So we got a lot more room to go on number 4 here, this PDU, that 30 amp 240 volt. So a quick glance, I'm gonna refresh this now. We'll come back later. I wanna get more on NiceHash. We'll jump ahead. We're at $36.73. That's 1 L3 Plus and the 3 S19J Pros on NiceHash. I'm gonna jump ahead, guys. We'll see. I don't know if I'll have time to record it all, but I'll at least get a quick blurb at the end. I want to get a bunch of these GPUs on 2 miners or NiceHash mining Bitcoin. I'm gonna get some of these 𝗟𝗏𝗄 I want to get them on something like if 2 miners or 2 miners think supported or a mineable hang out in Bitcoin. So stay tuned. I'm gonna try to flip the farm and show you guys the end results. All right, guys, so I'm not gonna lie. I was so ambitious to get all of that done today. It just didn't happen. Dad duty called, had kids sporting events. I did not have time to get all my GPU rigs swapped over. But quick update, doing pretty well. We're almost at $40 a day right now with some of those rigs out there on Bitcoin alone. We're gonna add a bunch more here, so maybe we'll just have an updated video on where we stand, and I wanna get as much as I can flipped to Bitcoin. Just feeling bullish, wanna see how we do. So we're gonna get all the ASICs we can swapped to Bitcoin payouts, either 2 miners or NiceHash or any other platforms out there. GPUs, I want to do the same thing. I think that'll be a lot of fun to get that all done and good to go. Heads up on temperature, because that was some of my concern. So I was 85 on the intake and 95 on the exhaust on the exhaust side of the shed before we made the changes we did. Now we're up to about 85 on the intake and 103 on the exhaust. Now, everything's looking good. I checked all the temps on all the rigs. They're fine, they're comfortable, they're happy. So I'm okay with that. But that shows a huge difference. I mean, you're what, 8-degree difference just from swapping those out. And those S19J Pros definitely put out a lot more heat. I am very excited, but also kind of nervous. I want to get that shed thing in sooner than later. I got to get my ASICs out of here and all move to that unit. It's completely made for ASICs. That's all I'm going to tell you. I didn't mean to say that, but that's all I'm going to tease for it. Other than that, I can't wait to fill this shed up with more GPUs, because after this is all done, my goal is more GPUs here. I want to double my GPU count here, and then I'm going to have, because I can fit so much more with the power I have, especially with some of these power efficient algorithms out there right now, and then all the ASICs at the other place. Anyways, I've rambled on a ton. This video is 3 times longer than I wanted. Anyways, comment down below. Are you guys doing any conversions to Bitcoin? What platforms are you using? I'd love to hear from you guys. Other than that, I'll keep you guys up to date. Future video on how our Bitcoin conversion is going and how these S19J Pros are doing. All right, I'm out. No more talking. Later. The 𝗟𝗏𝗿𝗄 Titan timepiece is the first NFT watch ever created. These one-of-a-kind timepieces paired with their NFT authentication provide a revolutionary method to fight back against the counterfeit watch industry.
Along with the paired NFT authenticity comes maintenance and history records stored on the Kadena blockchain. Finally, this is the perfect gift to pass down to one of your sons or daughters who take up that crypto family mantle. Check out the 𝗟ciecie𝗸𝗶𝘀𝗁𝗍 Titan timepiece down below in today's video description.